I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
Sir?
I've done nothing wrong.
Hotel? They won't fire you while you're intoxicated, Cameron. You're not going to Kansas.
On April 28, 2023, Tampa Airport Police encountered a visibly intoxicated passenger attempting to board a commercial flight. No arrest was made. That single fact is the legal centerpiece of this entire analysis.
All right. So what's it going to be? What's your first name?
Cameron.
Cameron. Okay, good. I know a guy named Cameron.
I'm a good man.
Good. All right, so what's going to be options?
Well, that, Cameron. Thank you, sir. Patrol 107.
107, no one. Please valid.
You want to go to the taxi cab?
10 for
Uber?
Sir.
There you go, Cam.
Take your license back in. All right, bud. So we're getting ready to leave. So you're going to decide which way we go.
Sir,
Which way do you want to go, Cameron?
how do I see my family?
You come back sober. You fly. It's that simple. We've done this. This is the fourth
when
time.
I come back sober, I can fly?
Yep. 100%.
I have a flight ready for me. Why can't I take
Cameron,
this?
we've already talked about this.
Sir, I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
Sir?
Hotel? I've done nothing wrong.
Hotel?
I guess.
Okay.
Control
Sounds like a very reasonable offer. Look,
from
I'll be nice. I'm not going to ask this officer. I'll carry you to the hotel. I'll drop you off.
I want to see my family.
Okay, well, come on.
I
Let's go.
want to see my family, and I want to take care of them.
I want you to, too, but I don't want you to go in jail on a Friday for public intoxication and not see...
Because I'm at the airport and get some drunk. Because I get on the airplane. I go on the airplane. I land in the airplane.
Come on, Cameron.
And I'm fine.
Let's go.
No.
You can't fly where they won't fire you while you're intoxicated, Cameron. That's what
It's
he's
another
trying to
option
tell
telling you the same thing I just told you 4 times.
I heard you.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
I
They're going to be heading back to the airport. You can pick up their bags. Southwest will be holding on.
No, there's not.
Okay.
No, there's not.
We'll get it right.
I want to get on the airplane.
You got to
Get on the airplane.
Is this secret?
Sir?
No. Well,
Sir.
Okay.
You know that.
Cameron,
You know I'm
Cameron.
not that. Right there.
If you go in this car to the hotel, or you're going to go to jail.
Sir?
You tell me.
I don't care.
You want to go to jail?
No.
Then that car is your option.
Cameron, you've been speaking to this officer for a while. I'm trying to tell you it's Friday, correct? You know it's Friday, right? You go to jail, you're not going to see your family until Monday, maybe Tuesday. Or take a couple hours to go sober up and come back and fly and see him today. So let's go. Come on.
Okay.
Very simple.
We're going to the hotel, La Quinta, right off the road.
Sir,
That's your option.
It's better than jail, Cameron. Look, you're about to fall over, man. Come on.
Sir, I don't want to.
Yeah, sometimes we got to do things we don't want for the betterment of ourselves.
The threshold question under the Fourth Amendment is whether a seizure occurred. Under Florida versus Bostick, decided in 1991, a seizure occurs when a reasonable person would not feel free to decline officers' requests or terminate the encounter. Cameron was told he could not board his flight, placed in a patrol vehicle, and transported against his stated wishes. That meets the seizure threshold. The constitutional clock started running the moment he was not free to leave. However, not every seizure requires an arrest warrant. Terry versus Ohio, decided in 1968, permits brief investigatory detentions based on reasonable, articulable suspicion. Visible intoxication in a public transportation hub satisfies that standard. The more precise legal framework here is Florida Statute Section 397.677, the Marchman Act. This statute authorizes law enforcement to take an impaired individual into protective custody without a formal arrest, when that person appears to endanger themselves or others. The key distinction: protective custody versus punitive arrest. Protective custody is a civil intervention designed to preserve safety. A punitive arrest triggers the full weight of criminal procedure. Officers were operating in the civil lane. That choice has significant constitutional implications for what rights protections apply.
Right there. Right there. Huh?
Go ahead, hop in, Cameron.
Okay. This is the right decision you're making, bud. We're going to put it in the backpack there. You can't have it in the seat. Hold on before you get in there. We got to pat you down. All right, Cameron. You got any weapons on you? Hold still.
Obviously not.
I'm just making
Do
sure.
I look like a guy that has weapons on me? Are
I'm
you
just making sure you got
serious?
your phone.
Are you serious?
All right, Cameron, have a
Are
seat.
you serious?
Cameron, you're getting close, bud. You're right on the edge. I'm trying to be as nice as I can.
You should be, because it's...
I understand that, bud.
Yeah, you know that.
All right, come on. All righty, Cameron. Let's go, bud. All right. So we're here. We're going to get you a room. You can sleep it off. You can come back.
No, I will not.
Okay, well, you can...
No, I will not. Because I'm a man to you, and I will call the police, and I will...
we are the police.
Yeah, please.
Well, we are the police.
Please give me a ride back to the hotel.
We're at a hotel.
Give me... No, sir.
This is a hotel.
I can't. I can't. My family needs me.
I'm tired. I'm getting now. My patience is gone with you, man. I'm really gone with you. Here's the options. You either walk inside this door right here, you get a room, you sleep.
I'm sold out. That's what I'm
I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, you're not under arrest right now, but you're about this close to being under arrest.
Sir,
What's that?
there's no reason for that.
Well, your options. What do you want to do?
There's no reason
You
for
tell me
that.
what you want to do.
I want to go to Kansas.
Okay, we're going
I see my family.
We're going down this road.
I want to
I'm
help them.
not
I want
going
to
down
be
this
with
road.
them. I
I'm not going down this road again.
Sir, I want to be with them. I
What do you
want
think there, Mr.
If
Sheriff?
you wanted to be with them, you wouldn't have gotten intoxicated. Okay?
Against the wall.
So right now, your options, he's been very, very patient
I'm
with
at the end of my patience.
you. Okay? So you either find somewhere to go and relax and just sleep it off, but you're not going to fly.
Or you're going to sleep it off in jail.
I love them.
Okay.
You want to go get something to eat? Maybe that'll help you out. Get some coffee.
IHOP's right there.
After that, if you feel better, you can go and try to get a flight.
I love them. What you are doing right now is you are
We're going to...
Cameron.
So
Cameron.
what you're doing right now is you are putting a person.
Cameron. He's not doing anything. You brought this on yourself. Would you like to go get some coffee, get something to eat? Maybe it'll sober you up enough to talk to the people to get a flight today.
And you're right by the airport.
What do I do?
Go get something to eat. IHOP.
There's a
No.
restaurant right there.
No. What do I do after that?
You sober up and go fly. You go to Kansas.
If you're sober enough to fly today, you can go today.
So,
You just need to get something in your stomach.
but
The airport's right across the street.
Oh my God. Well, you got 10 seconds, bud. Get your stuff and go, or you're getting back in that car with the hands in cuffs.
talk to me.
Are you going to go get something to eat, Cameron?
Yes.
Why?
I'm not answering this anymore.
Yeah, because you can't answer it.
But
I beg good man to you.
All right, Cameron.
I
Listen,
beg good man to you.
Cameron.
I
Cameron.
have not.
Do you want to go eat?
I beg good man to you too.
Do you want to go eat? IHOP is right on the other side of this bus
I
here.
can't come to fucking Kansas.
You're not going to Kansas.
On the Fifth Amendment question, Cameron made repeated self-inculpating statements throughout the encounter. No Miranda warnings were administered. Under Berkemer versus McCarty, decided in 1984, Miranda applies specifically to custodial interrogations, formal arrests, followed by questioning. This was neither. The absence of Miranda warnings here was legally correct. Officers were not interrogating Cameron. They were de-escalating him. A separate 14th Amendment issue arises from the involuntary transport itself. Cameron has a protected liberty interest in freedom of movement. Involuntary civil transport, even without handcuffs, constitutes a deprivation of that liberty interest and requires legal justification. The Marchman Act provides that justification, but officers must satisfy the statute's conditions. Impairment must be evident, and danger must be present. The record supports both. The officer's own words you're about to fall over. Document observable impairment. Airport security context establishes danger. On the question of verbal expression, Cameron directed profanity at officers during the encounter. Under City of Houston versus Hill, decided in 1987, the Supreme Court held that profane and insulting speech directed at law enforcement is protected expression under the First Amendment, absent a true threat or incitement to imminent lawless action. No true threat was present here. Arresting Cameron solely for verbal abuse would have constituted a clear First Amendment violation. Officers correctly absorbed the verbal provocation. That restraint was not merely professional, it was constitutionally required. One additional federal layer applies independently of state law. Title 14, Code of Federal Regulations, Section 91.17, prohibits any obviously intoxicated person from boarding a commercial aircraft. The airline and the airport bore an independent federal obligation to deny Cameron boarding regardless of whether police intervened. His core demand was legally impossible to fulfill.
I don't know, like,
Projector piece.
yeah,
I know how, sir, how do I go?
Alright.
How do I go to Kansas? Please tell me.
Alright.
No, please, sir.
We give you plenty of options. You got so many. So we're gonna go a little different route.
Sir,
A little different route.
you're doing this on your own
I
way.
understand. Go ahead. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Just hold that right there. Just for a few minutes. I don't have to tough up on this a little bit. I'm gonna trust that you're not gonna go crazy on me. Start after the phone. So.
Roll it on yourself, Cameron.
No, I haven't.
You won't remember. So.
I will.
Everybody shake around, buddy.
You want to take me to the hospital or do you want me to go by ambulance? I don't know if they have anything else available.
Hey, Chief.
But,
Hey, Chief. I don't care. I can take them. I mean, whether or not they're gonna. That's no big deal. Hey, we'll do the house thing. Sleeping off.
This is your job.
Alright, well, since
You're a yeah, shut the door.
I think we're just fighting one thing in the jail because I'm not really having excessive with
Like hospital staff.
yeah. So
you going to know?
yeah, what you guys?
Yeah. Here. What?
Yeah?
What?
Yeah?
No.
Let me give you a different face. Let me give you a different face to look at. Look at me. Cameron, look at me. Look at me. You love your family, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, look at me. Look at me. Look at a different face. We don't want you to go to jail. You have to calm down. All right? Calling officers, you know, because if you're aggressive with us, what are you going to do with the hospital staff? You're going to be aggressive with them, right?
Of course not.
Okay, so if you're saying, of course not, don't be aggressive with us and show us that you can control yourself, and then you will not be in jail.
You know.
This is aggression.
Don't you?
This is aggression.
You know.
This is aggression.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right.
You know that I love you.
Thanks, best friend. Just gonna.
Cameron, I would advise you to remain calm with these officers, okay? It'd be best in your best interest. All right? All right. How are you guys? He, calmed down a little bit, but it's just very aggressive, very threatening. So I figure instead of wrestling with him out here, he's, drunk. He went from a Marchman act to a sorely intox that fast, so.
How long has it been?
He's just, huh?
Let's examine the constitutional framework. Now to the grades. The primary officer receives an A-. Probable cause to arrest under Florida Statute, Section 856.011 existed from first contact. He chose not to exercise it. That discretion, choosing diversion over prosecution, where diversion is legally available, reflects the highest standard of law enforcement judgment. Under Atwater v. City of Lago Vista, decided in 2001, a custodial arrest for a minor misdemeanor is constitutionally permissible. The officer had full legal authority to arrest. His deliberate decision not to demonstrates that constitutional authority and professional wisdom are not the same thing. The single deduction reflects the 10-second ultimatum near the drop-off point. While not a constitutional violation, it introduced unnecessary pressure at a moment when de-escalation was already succeeding a tactical error, not a legal one. The secondary officer receives a B+. Her emotional engagement technique, re-anchoring the subject to his own stated values, was effective and appropriate. However, her statement, "If you wanted to be with them, you wouldn't have gotten intoxicated," is counterproductive in a crisis intervention context. Shame-based language increases resistance. Research on crisis intervention team methodology consistently identifies this pattern as a de-escalation inhibitor. No constitutional error. One documented tactical error that temporarily re-escalated an encounter trending toward resolution. Cameron receives a C+. His verbal conduct was constitutionally protected. His non-compliance was legally complicated but practically self-defeating. Officers were not issuing arrest commands, they were offering alternatives. Prolonged resistance to non-compulsory direction elevated his own arrest risk in circumstances where the officers were actively working against that outcome. His interests and his conduct were in direct conflict throughout this encounter. The Tampa Airport Police Department receives a B. The Marchman Act diversion framework was correctly identified and applied. Both officers demonstrated adequate First Amendment training, no retaliatory arrest for protected speech. Coordination between officers was sound. The deduction reflects two gaps: shame-based language in de-escalation and the absence of any formal status advisement to Cameron, clarifying whether he was detained, free to go, or in protective custody. Best practice requires that clarity, even when formal arrest is not occurring. 3 lessons from this encounter. First, probable cause is a ceiling, not a floor. Officers possessed lawful authority to arrest from the moment of contact. The decision to use diversion instead produced a better legal and human outcome. Restraint in the exercise of legal authority is itself a form of constitutional competence, one that reduces civil liability and serves the purpose of law enforcement. Second, the civil-criminal distinction in substance abuse response has real legal teeth. Protective custody under the Marchman Act and a criminal arrest activate entirely different constitutional frameworks, different rights, different obligations, different liability exposure for the department. Officers operating in the civil lane must understand exactly where that lane ends, and the criminal lane begins because the subject's rights change at that boundary. Third, de-escalation is a legal tool, not a soft skill. Every minute of extended verbal engagement that prevents force also prevents a Graham versus Connor analysis, a Section 1983 civil rights claim, and potential qualified immunity litigation. Patience in this encounter was not merely compassionate. It was the legally optimal course of action. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions.